everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Panthers going up against the Bears.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Chicago Bears. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The drive will start with Connor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Again, it's Connor. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. To throw is Bridgewater. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Bridgewater on first down. Throw left side complete. It's West. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be third down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Bridgewater to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. first and 10, Bridgewater. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The Panthers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing, Bridgewater. Escape, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Frank Clark able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And Bryant's kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense, finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26. Line. Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go now. Green.
They go again with Rawls. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here we go now.
On 1st down, Peterman. Complete here to Gary Barnidge. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up high now. Lucky 56. Lucky 56 now. Please, back 99 Philly. Here we go.
From midfield now, here's Peterman. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down.
Let's go. Over.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Set. Green 39. Green.
Off the play fake. Here's Peterman. He's going to air it out deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Rolling to his right and nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. So they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
They run with Connor. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Let's go.
The drive begins with a run by Rawls. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you describe that, because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then, because a lot of teams want to...
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Quan Alexander able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go now.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On third down, Peterman. And he's got his man. That's Macklin. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
First down, this is Rawls. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy. All right, now, look at 56. Over. All right, here we go.
On second down, Rawls. And an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
Now Peterman on first down. And this is incomplete. The tight end, Gary Barnidge, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Second and 10 now, Peterman. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Leopard.
From the shotgun, Peterman. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
from the red zone now. Here's Peterman on first down. This is Riddick on the screen. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. 2nd down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Halfback sent in motion. So that'll back him up 5. Throwing once more, Peterman. And incomplete on the deep ball. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They go play action with Peterman. And Barnage has it on the right side. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. They'll try and throw for it with Peterman. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Theo Riddick from 10 yards out. And the Bears are in for 6. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Flushed out right, and he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing is Bridgewater. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker. despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Yeah, that's third down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They snap it at one. Now it's Peterman. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Offense looking to avoid a third and long. It's 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Leopard! Leopard! Green 39! Green 39! All right, now, Leopard! Leopard! Here we go now. Hurry up, here we go. Watch it now, boy. Here we go.
They'll hand to Rawls. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw in that play. No gain.
They go play action now. Peterman. Out to the flat for Reddick. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this one is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green.
From the gun, it's Peterman. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Leopard. Watch it now, Barney. Now let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Riddick with a carry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Throwing now, Peterman on first down. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On second down, here's Peterman. To the right side, and he's got Macklin. Complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Second down, Peterman. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The Bears on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They run with a power back. Rawls. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Kick is right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Toss play, Connor. And a nice spin into some open field. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This is Charkandrick West trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater over the middle to Beckham. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. The Panthers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They go play action. Bridgewater looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rodgers. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on first. Second down now after the pass completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. 2nd and goal. There's still a decent chunk of yardage here. They're on the 8. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Defense showing blitz. Third and goal for Bridgewater. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Odell Beckham from 6 yards away. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And now a critical extra point attempt here. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 1st and 10, it's Peterman. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, Peterman. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Taco Charlton able to drop him for a loss of 4. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Here's Peterman. And this is going to be intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Here's Connor, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from tilting the rock that much.
Ten yards still left on 2nd down. Now a toss. This is Connor. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decided to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Off the play fake. Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on. Third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. And now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They come out here in the eye. Now it's Connor. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now In this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
He's back to throw. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. 23 yards on the play. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Fresh set of downs here. Back to throw. The completion to Riddick. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Back to throw. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The Bears on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. 319. 319.
He'll look to throw. He hits Riddick underneath. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Leopard. Here we go. 319.
Peterman to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. So they're operating in the red zone.
Now let's go. 319. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Peterman. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50, the 40, past the 20, 10. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
One more extra point attempt for good measure. And how about that? He missed it. Won't matter much in the final shakedown, but a bizarre way to end this victory. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get.